how can we also unite men and women, or the masculine and feminine archetypes in ourselves and each other? We literally want to be in love with each other. Why is there this war? I realized a lot of that comes from our own internal conflicts, our own judgments, rejections, dissociations, traumas between these masculine and feminine aspects in ourselves. It gets projected into our relationships and into the world. For example, generally our society would consider women to be more in touch with their emotions, much more intuitive in feeling. If a man is out of relationship with being able to feel and his emotions, then he's going to be unable to access and relate to women that way. What we have seen is in modern times, this orientation to a masculine dominated society, which basically means that logic, reason, strength, these have been a more valued way of seeing the world. You see it in business. Stereotypes here. Women come into business, they have to be more masculine like the men. If we just look at these stereotypes, we see that our culture in general has oriented itself to value more of these yang masculine qualities. What happens is that the feminine qualities, again, not women, but the feminine qualities turn into shadow material. They're rejected, they're avoided. Things like surrendering, feeling, intuition, empathy. When you have a culture that does not necessarily value those things, you have people that are afraid of being vulnerable. Surrendering is bad. Penetrating is more valuable than being penetrated. What happens is it's very imbalanced, and you get a lot of frustration, you get a lot of suffering, because when you're avoiding and rejecting these qualities, that cycle, that yin and yang, that masculine and feminine connection doesn't happen at a deep level. If all you know how to do is penetrate and there is no relationship to being penetrated and surrendering, that then turns into aggression, you get like this annihilating, destructive energy that comes through. If you reverse it, if the surrendering goes too much, you become a doormat, you become an abusee, you become codependent. That doesn't work either. You have to have both people willing to penetrate and be penetrated in order for that to happen. You have to have both people willing to be vulnerable to allow intimacy to even occur.